Hello, everyone. Good day. I am Anistara Makha, mother of 1111 Unified, here with our newly promoted marketing director, Brielle Bataille from Manifestation Media. And we are so excited to share with you more about our vision for 1111 Unified and where we're going. And Brielle, would you like to introduce yourself a little bit further?
Yeah, sure. I'm so blessed to be here today, and I'm so excited to be continuing this mission of 1111 Unified. It feels amazing to have stepped through the portal with you over the
Mm.
last year from Unify to Unified. And
Mm-hmm.
so much coherence, I think, between the two of us has been developed over the last year of our journey together. At this point in time, we've produced 35 videos together over the last year. And so it's just such a joy to get to continue to create coherent content together.
Mm.
And I just wanted to take this moment today to celebrate our journey together and to talk about where the trajectory of our path is taking us.
Ooh, I love that. And in the heart of co-creating coherence, let's take a moment and do a little bit of a heart lock-in technique. For those of you who are going to join us for our 1111 Unified Virtual Experience, we will actually have a representative from Heart Math Institute to guide us through a global heart coherence experience together. You can find out more on our website. We'll share more with you later. So, hand on heart or not, eyes closed or not, whatever you're most comfortable with. The point is to just start slowing down your breathing, expanding the chest as you inhale, contracting as you exhale. And just stay in that deep, slow breathing for a few moments, connecting into the present here and now, merging all timelines, all multidimensional experiences into this present here and now. The present is a gift. That's why it's called a present. And with each inhale, begin to fill your heart with the heart-based emotions of love, kindness, gratitude, empathy, compassion, cooperation, collaboration. And through this divine matrix, we don't even need to radiate the energy out. Let us envision it, though, radiating that energy out to our family, our beloveds, to our community, to our human family and the world. And as we sync our breath and our coherent heart rate, and bring in others around us that we care for and our human family at large, let us merge our unified fields of energy together. Let our frequencies, our electromagnetic energy, all of it combine together and weave together into that unified field of energy. We are here to do this together, co-creating coherence, the emergence of a unified alliance, which is our theme for 2021, 1111 Unified Virtual Experience. Thank you, Brielle and family, for participating in that for just this moment in time. Mhm.
It feels so good to drop
Mhm.
into heart space. And I've really enjoyed how that's been a theme for us in not just our videos that we've been producing as of
Mhm.
lately, but also for our production meetings. And I'd like to share a little bit about the journey of actually producing 1111
Sure.
Unify last year
Yeah.
and 1111 Unified this year,
Uh-huh.
and how we're bringing more of this idea of coherence in.
Mhm.
I feel like it's a really powerful thing to connect the dots for people. You know, it's easy to just say, I have this mission, I have this vision. It's quite another to really start to embody it and really start to
Mm.
show up in that frequency each and every day. And it's sometimes a challenge, I will be honest. You know, it's not always just a smooth ride. And so I just feel gratitude to be able to kind of come back to my heart each and every moment that we
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah. And indeed, we are all humans having experience in this 3D dimensional matrix. And part of our mission and our vision with the 1111 Unified is really upgrading the frequency and the vibration, not on a personal level, but on a collective level, right? And bringing in missionaries and sacred site pilgrimages so that we're all together on 1111, at 1111, activating our planetary light grid, including the sacred sites on the planet. And so, Brielle, I want to ask you, what is it that you feel is the mission and the vision now that you are a board member of TransDimensional Elimination, which is the 501c3 that houses the vision of 1111 Unify? Can you share from your heart what that is for you?
Absolutely. And I just want to say it's developed over time for me.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yeah.
watching a video of us, actually our first video we ever did, a little less than a year ago. Our first live stream together was on October 29th of 2020.
Oh,
And so we're just
11 months
11
ago.
months and like one day short of
Yeah.
that. And I was noticing how we have this like synchronicity between us. And I was sharing with you a little bit about our collective journey and how the mission and vision I initially saw that 1111 Unified as an organization had of doing these sacred
Mm-hmm.
site journeys to different portals
Mm-hmm.
around the planet was something I felt like I had already been on the mission of for quite some
Yeah.
time.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I've discovered over the last year, as you know, a lot of the world has kind of been in lockdown and we haven't been able to, some of us have been able to make some journeys, but I would say collectively travel is down still.
Yeah.
We're kind of reemerging and there's starting to be more events coming back, but there's a lot of places on the planet that even if I wanted to go to, it would not be as easy as it used to be for
Yeah.
me to show up in. And so this idea of not just going to portals and activating portals with collective energy, but also embodying and becoming a
Mm-hmm.
portal and becoming
Mm-hmm.
a vibrational node, and noticing how as I start to align more and more with what what I think 1111 is, and start to
Mm-hmm.
really dive deeper into my passion for the magic of what 1111 is, which is, I think, a frequency. It's a vibrational
Mm-hmm.
space. As I kind of start to embody it more and follow the
Mm-hmm.
path and the journey, I start to actually magnetize people who have a similar vibrational resonance into
Yes.
my field. And this happened, I'll just tell you, really magically just 2 days ago.
Recently.
I work part-time at a really cool place here in Denver called Meow Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
And this girl just kind of magnetized into my field as I was working.
Yeah.
And I didn't like, I don't tell everybody about 1111, but I had this intuition to share with her, oh, I work with this organization, 1111 Unified.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, oh, that's interesting. My birthday is 1111. And so that experience really helped me to open to this idea that I'm holding that energy, I'm holding that frequency. And so those who
Mm-hmm.
have this natural affinity for
Mm-hmm.
synchronistic magic and have this
Mm-hmm.
openness to the mission, regardless of if it's conscious or not, right? She had no
Mm-hmm.
idea what 1111 was, but I would say if you're born on 1111, you're a like natural born
Oh yeah.
1111er, right? You are an 1111er. And even my own birthday, I'll just share, so I was born 9/20/92. What's 9 plus
Mm-hmm.
2? 11. What's 9 plus
Mm-hmm.
2? 11. And I just
Yep.
turned 29. So I'm 11 right now. So there's
You're 11,
all
11,
this.
11.
So that's kind of, to me, that's the magic of
Mm-hmm.
1111, is noticing these patterns,
Yeah.
noticing this fabric of the universe that does, it's invisible, but it's very
Mm-hmm.
connecting, and it's
Mm-hmm.
very
Mm-hmm.
magnetizing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's why I think people are drawn to certain places in
Mm-hmm.
time and drawn to connect with each other at these sacred portals,
Mm-hmm.
at certain times and
Yeah.
certain spaces. And I think it can
Yeah,
happen
indeed.
virtually
Yeah.
just as effectively as it could happen in person. It's just
Right.
a different energy virtually
Of
than it is
course.
in person.
Yeah,
So
totally.
that's what 1111 is to me. It's the
Right.
synchronistic, it's the cosmic glue of
It
the
is.
universe.
It really is. And so I'm right now, I mean, all of us as a community are coming together under this banner of the magic of 1111, right? And so I'm channeling a book right now called the 1111 Codex, and I'll share more with it later in another filming. But ultimately, what it comes down to is the synchronicities and the signs that the universe provides for us. The universe talks to us in mathematics. It talks to us in repeating numbers: 11, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, whatever it is. And so Brielle's experience, and the fact that 2 and 9 adds up to 11, and 11, 11, 11, right? And so I was born at 11:12 p.m. And so I actually entered through the 1111 portal into this incarnation and into this life. And so it's been a huge part of my mission, right? And so 1111 itself, like the number 11 is a master number. It means spiritual enlightenment. It means awakening. It means exactly what it is we're all here on this planet to do at this moment in time. Our soul signed a contract to be here right now during humanity's great awakening. And I feel like 1111 is such a huge part of that. And so to anchor that energy and to anchor those frequencies, and the codex of 1111 is part of the mission and the vision, not only of my personal life, but 1111 Unified. And just as you mentioned earlier, we move through the portal of the attempt to unify, 1111 Unify, into our new name, 1111 Unified. Like, we are claiming that we're already unified, right? And so as we are creating our partnerships and the people that we are co-creating coherence with, so many beautiful organizations are stepping into place. Heart Math Institute, Global Coherence Pulse, the Islands of Coherence, Sign Network. Even today, the Global Peace Tribe signed up to be a part of this mission. Deborah Gusti and Scott Katamas. We have so many team members, so much tribe entering this portal, this 1111 portal, and anchor that energy together. And so Brielle and I wanted to take this moment to just kind of rewind beep, 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 back to 11 months and 1 day ago, where Brielle will share a little bit more of what we've actually accomplished in this last year, 2020, leading up to 2021.
Yeah, it's been quite the journey. And one of my favorite things that we've created over the last year are these different live stream series and virtual experiences for people. I believe we reproduced 3 different mastermind calls. Those were Zoom calls, and those had all sorts of different collaborators. We did one that was focused on frequency, and one of my longtime clients, Jamie Janover, popped on for that. We had Craig Goldberg, who's one of our presenters, as well as Paul Temple, who's been a longtime musician here in Colorado, and he's also one of my clients, and he's one of our presenters for this year's event. And we've also done quite a few Wisdom Wednesdays live stream interviews. It's funny, we actually have done 11 total since we first met, and this was a series where we were able to have really deep conversations and really get to know some really cool visionaries and speakers and musicians, and really got to kind of dive into the mission that we are all collectively on a more one-on-one level. And then you went to Egypt and had this incredible pilgrimage, which was actually hard for me because we had been working so closely together, and we had these weekly live streams we were doing for so long. And suddenly you went away, and I was like a little lost. I was like, oh,
Egypt's Wi-Fi sucks.
Yeah. And it's okay, you know, but what was really cool was when you came back, we produced this really special series, which I believe is like one of the hallmarks of our journey together. The Messages from Egypt Frequency Fridays series that we did right after you got back. And it was every Friday for 4 weeks, we showcased some of your pictures and videos, and we created these really beautiful presentations with this gorgeous gold background, and we put a lot of time and love into that series. And we did that with the intention of it being a way to showcase as well as invite people to our first pilgrimage together, which will be next year. We're going to Egypt on 11/11/22.
Yep.
And I'd love for you to share a little bit more about that journey and what we have coming up.
Yeah. So when I was in Egypt, I actually went for 3 weeks. And then I spent some time in Turkey as well, going to Göbekli Tepe and other sacred sites in Turkey. And so I was gone for an entire month. And it was very interesting for me to not have Wi-Fi and to suddenly stop our live streams and all the things that there was a certain momentum that was happening that kind of like was put on pause. And I must say that everything happens for a reason. And part of that reason was I was literally there planting seeds, right? And so part of the vision for 11/11 Unify is that we actually take sacred pilgrimage tours each year to the sacred sites on the planet. And that there are intentionally groups of collaborators, scientists, musicians, artists, we're all taking pilgrimage to these sacred sites so that we can connect together on 11/11 at 11/11, right? So part of the plan is to film in 360 technology. If you can't travel to these sites, you can be at home on your VR goggles, and you can actually create a digital avatar and experience being at these sacred sites with us. And so I'm so excited to announce even more collaborations with Ascended Life. We're going to have an 11/11 Unified metaverse where you can enter the 11/11 portal and be at these sacred sites with us. And so when I vision something 3, 5, 10 years out, I can see in my mind's eye what's going to happen. And part of the mission is that we start to self-organize at these sacred sites on the planet. So we'll start next year. Part of planting the seeds this year was creating a tour where we will personally be in Egypt next year. Myself, Brielle, and other people on our team, including some other cohorts, will be there October 24th to November 14th. Now, on 11/11, we actually have rented out from the Egyptian government 2 hours of private time on the island of Philae, where the Temple of Isis lies. And during that time, from 10 p.m. to midnight, we will have that moment of 11/11 on 11/11. And so we invite you to come and be a part of this. We're calling it the 1111 University Mystic Initiation, as well as a sacred pilgrimage and a joint research expedition. Because we're calling our tribe in, we're calling in our family, not only to be at these sacred sites and create sacred ceremony, but to actually take scientific data on what's happening in the frequency, in the energy field of these sacred sites on 1111 at 1111. And so each year we will expand to a new site and a new site and a new site. And so Brielle just added here part of the trip that's going to happen next year, and we'll share the URL where you can see not only the itinerary, but the price, and you can also apply to be a part of this very special trip.
Yeah, I'm really excited to go to Egypt. And I've noticed that ever since we did that series, a lot of people that have these connections to Egypt have surfaced in my life. And that's a testament to what I was describing before. When you start to harmonize with a certain frequency, especially of a certain place, and like I call these portals, right? Sacred portal locations. It's almost like you start to magnetize the energies of those places and people who have similar synchronistic, portal experiences, or they've had past lifetimes. I just worked with a woman yesterday who said she, in a past lifetime, was this princess in Egypt. And I was not surprised, because when you're a marketer like me, it makes sense that people who have these natural affinities for going to these locations would be attracted to meeting me and working with me and learning that, oh, hey, by the way, I've got this awesome trip that I'm planning to Egypt. And so we invite you to join us for this trip. I'm really excited for it. And we also invite you to join us for a lot of other things between now and then. So I don't want to, and I don't want to distract from this year's event, but I think that it's a really important thing that we reflect on our last year. And I would say that's one of the highlights of my year was creating that series with all of you. And I'd love to just show people where they can actually go and find that on your YouTube channel. So just give me a moment. I'm going to cue it up here.
Awesome.
So if you go to
on YouTube, go ahead. Anistara 1111 on YouTube.
I was just going to point out right
see
here.
Lots of featured ones. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So right here on her YouTube channel, which is now on youtube.com/Anistara1111, you can find this playlist that says Frequency Fridays Messages from Egypt. So it's right there. And this is also where you can explore some of the other content we mentioned creating over the last year. There was the Messages from Egypt series, or the Anistara's Messages series that happened prior to me coming on. And then you'll see some of the newer content, Wisdom Wednesdays. You can see the New Moon Celebration and monthly mastermind calls. You can see the Path to 1111 Unified Livestream Series, which this video right now is part of. And you can also check out our portal videos, which were a huge piece of last year's 1111 event. And I think that this is a great place to start if people are looking to kind of get a feel for what we're all about. And like, would I be, would this content that is coming from this year's 1111 Unified, would this be something I'm into? Is this something that aligns with me? I think this is a great place where people can kind of start to dive into who we are and what we're all about. So I just wanted to point that out, and I'll drop the link to this in the comments right now.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, and so Brielle and I were just reminiscing. So the Frequency Fridays, we had 4 of, right? Because that was the Messages from Egypt. We also had 4 masterminds, and 11 is 4, right? So we doubled that. And then we also had 11 Wisdom Wednesdays. So even when we're unintentionally not meaning to do that, somehow in that 1111 codex field, it's still occurring and those synchronicities are happening. And so for those of you who just feel that call in your heart, that energy of synchronicity and signs, we invite you to come and be a part of the 1111 Unified experience this year. So I woke up from a dream probably about 4 months ago now. And I said, oh gosh, I started writing in my journal. And what I pictured was balancing duality through coherence, or balancing polarity through coherence. And I literally, within a few days, realized that if I say polarity and duality, I'm giving it energy, right? And so we really started to come up with the vision after a conversation with Brielle and Lee Davey, one of our partners, that co-creating coherence is really where we want to put our energy, put our focus, and not even say duality and polarity. We're all experiencing that right now. I mean, the world is in a state of dissonance. We're all in fight or flight or fear or that sympathetic nervous system. How can we come back into the parasympathetic? How can we come back into a place of homeostasis and inner stability and balance? And so the best way to do that is to cultivate and learn about daily coherence practices. And that's what this year's focus is all about.
Absolutely. And one of the ways that I wanted to share with our audience today that we're doing that in terms of bringing more coherence is we have this new virtual event platform. And as we were kind of going like, what is it that's making this event and the way we're designing it more coherent this year is last year we introduced our 11 guiding principles and our 11 core values to our audience. But in terms of a way of where the audience could actually connect those principles and values to our actual content, it was a little bit like you'd have to kind of just make it up for yourself in your mind as you're watching, oh, this is that. This year, we actually have a way for within our virtual event platform for people to go and explore those topics, right? So when you go to our Hey Summit platform, you can click on topics and you can actually click on those different values, those different principles, and you can see which presentations that we're putting together for this year, which presentations go with those different values and go with those principles, which I feel is one of the ways that we're bringing more coherence to our audience surrounding what we're all about and what is our mission and vision and how are we upholding that and standing in integrity with that as we continue to come up with more creative ways and as we continue to build this alliance of different presenters and showcasing their amazing different works. And I just wanted to say too, you've shared a little bit about who you're excited for this year. I'm super excited that my dear friend Pepper Proud, she's the lead singer from Yaima, and this has actually not been released. So this is the grand announcement. Yaima will be performing a special set of music at this year's 1111 Unified, as well as my amazing client Paul Temple. He will be dropping us into the sound space, and I really love dropping into sacred sound. And so I wanted to share just those two special announcements of that we will have some musicians and movement, as well as visionary speakers and different meditations happening. And so I'm super, super excited for that.
Yay. Yeah, I recently got to present at a beautiful event called the Global Heart Dance, where they really connected to the Earth Dance Prayer for Peace. They also did a Global Heart Dance meditation. They're based out of Bali and Hawaii. And so Ishira and Adam, I'm so grateful that you're a part of this team. Also, Adam Apollo, I just had a beautiful dinner with him, with his partner, Luna, when we were in Colorado, when I went to Colorado to visit Brielle for her birthday last week. We went to a beautiful dinner together, and Adam Apollo is actually one of the founders of Unified.org. And he is such a beautiful brother. I've been hanging with him for many, many years. and his core networks and all of the projects that he's working on really truly shows that he is a pioneering visionary for our new earth together. Oh gosh, there's so many people that I could think of right now. Sophia Tom, my friend Sophia. I've known this woman for 15, 18 years. It's been a long time. And she's one of the founders of Envision Festival. She has a beautiful yoga studio in Dominical, Costa Rica. And she will be one of our presenters as well. Teresa Collins from the Global Coherence Pulse. Every month, she creates a Global Coherence Pulse, which is an offshoot and a part of the HeartMath Institute. The HeartMath Institute itself is going to be presenting our Global Coherence or our Global Heart Coherence experience in the middle of the day. We will have a live stream with one of the representatives from HeartMath Institute, where we'll be able to experience a Global Heart Coherence experience together, which is, you know, a little taste of what we did earlier in this presentation.
And I also wanted to just shout out to Craig Goldberg. He just commented, y'all are special, pumped for this. And I wanted to just shout out to him because he's on and he will also be presenting this year. Yeah. And I really love what he's doing with his technology company and with his different wellness and mindfulness work. I think it's incredible. Yeah. And we're so excited to have you, Craig. Thanks so much for being here. He's saying yes, yes, yes. And I love
in harmony.
Yes. And I think that that's a big piece of what we're doing is we're really building this unified alliance. And so that's why it's not just co-creating coherence, it's this emergence of this a unified alliance, stepping through that portal from unify to unified and coming together in coherence where you can actually figure out through the way that we've organized our content this year what principles and what values you're working to embody and anchor in your life. And so I'd love to just show our audience a little sneak peek of our this year's website and explore that a little bit here. Just give me one moment. Here we go. All right. And so this is our 11/11 Unified Haste Summit virtual portal where you can purchase your portal pass. You can explore our contributors as well as you can explore the topics that we've been mentioning here. And what you'll also see is some of our presenters have this little icon, and that means they're actually doing a giveaway or a freebie, which I think is a super awesome feature of this platform. And as you can see, we have some amazing people coming together. Summer and John, they went live on our page earlier today to just say hello to our
Sign
community.
Networks.
Paul Temple and Craig, and so many more to be announced, right? We have a really, we have a formal process for bringing on our contributors, and we are in that process right now. And so you will see new people getting added. And if you've already registered for a pass, you will be getting updates when we add new contributors. The system automatically will update you with new people. And I just wanted to just pop over to topics so you can see how you can explore. So each one of these you can actually click on and you can see like which presentations and which people are actually speaking about that particular topic. Which I just think is one of the most brilliant things about this platform. And, you know, you can go in and you can claim your divine purpose with Sophia Tom, and you can see a countdown to her presentation. And you can make sure by going ahead and purchasing your pass that you get access to her presentation, as well as learning more about her and getting all kinds of connected with her. So I'm super excited, and I just wanted to show the portal passes page here.
Yeah.
And we also wanted to show right now, we're about to drop a link in the comments to give you a special 20% discount on all of our tickets. This is our early bird discount. And so the prices here are actually the discounted prices. And so my computer recognizes that I've been to this site before.
Early bird portal pass.
Yeah. And so we will drop that link because that link is specifically for the first 111 people to come in and to go ahead and make the commitment to go on this journey with us, this 1111. And one thing I wanted to mention is that we have 3 levels of pass. We have a free pass, and you can actually hover your clicker right down here, and it will show you which presentations you get and how long you will have access to the site. You'll also be able to see here, we have this 1111. It's 1111 ticket with the discount. It's $8.89, and you'll get to see what you get access right down here. And then we also have the Ascended. And so this pass is designed to give you 2-month access. So if you're somebody who is super busy, like me, for example, and you're going to be busy on 11/11 making all this happen.
Which is a Thursday this year.
Right. And so I personally think just having access to all of this content for 2 months for that price is an incredible value. Yeah. And it gives you that spaciousness to not only to go in and to listen to the content and to experience the content, but to keep coming back and like, well, what did she say again? And I want to apply that to what I'm doing.
I want to take notes.
Okay? Right. And so I just think that for $44 to get access to everything we're putting together is an incredible value. So do take advantage of this discount code we're about to share with you in the comments. Yes. And please come and experience this. We're putting so much love and attention and time into creating this for the universe, for all of you around the world. And so you can get your early bird pass here.
Yeah. I just wanted to say too that I'm a mother. I have a 6-year-old. His name is Cadence Alturis Cause. And this sweet angel of a beautiful boy has been requesting that I play with him with Legos and this and that. And over the last month and a half, I've had less time with him. And I keep reminding myself, this is all for a reason. This is to assist humanity in our awakening process, and that we are making an impact on the planet and human family right now. And so please check our website. The links are in the comments below, and you can find out more information. And just know that this is coming from our hearts. Like, I am literally waiting and hoping and praying that my son gets to have kids, that his kids get to have kids, that they get to have grandchildren. And so my mission and my purpose in life is to lay the path before my son so that not only can he survive with his family, but they can thrive. And so I invite you, family, come and be a part of this so that we can co-create our future Earth vision together.
Co-creation is one of the main themes of not just the last year of our journey together, but also I think the future of our work together. And building this alliance is, I feel like, what I'm here to do. You know, I'm here to spotlight artists, but why am I spotlighting artists? Like, why is that my life purpose? It's to amplify the healing frequency on the planet, because the planet is calling for that right now. The planet is crying to us that it is time to raise up and to start really doing the work. And the work starts right here. You know, the work starts with the person you wake up and look in the mirror at.
Begin within.
And so world peace does begin with inner peace. I truly believe that. And that's been a moniker and slogan of many different organizations I've worked with over the years. And I wanted to also not forget that we have an exciting unification celebration pre-celebration, pre-party, you could call it, coming up much sooner than 11/11 on 10/10.
Yeah,
And so
exactly.
we wanted to make sure that everybody watching today was aware of that as well. And I want to just share
Yeah.
my screen and show um,
And
everyone the event.
as she shares her screen, I wanted to mention, so Unification Celebration was the title of our 11/11 events every year. So my husband Andrew and I, we've been hosting this. This will be our 12th year hosting an 11/11 event. So this has been an important piece of our life. And Unification Celebration was the name of those 11/11 events. And so this year when Brielle and I were visioning our pre-show, right, our pre-party, we were like, oh, let's just bring back that name of Unification Celebration.
Absolutely. And so as you can see, we've got a Facebook event, and that will link you to the Eventbrite. And it's a totally free event. And the reason why we're offering this as a free event is the intention is to gather our cohorts and to also introduce to you in a more closed container type setting. It will be on Zoom, who some of these presenters are. And we've invited some of these presenters that have put so much time and energy into creating their content to come and have kind of a meet and greet and an intention setting, circling up type gathering. And so I'm going to drop the link to join us at the Unification Celebration in the comments below as well. And I hope to see some of the amazing people watching this there.
Yeah. So you could see that it's on 10/10. It's at 6 p.m. Mountain Time or 5 p.m. Pacific Time or 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And really, it is about circling up together as a community. It's about setting our intentions for 11/11. It's about introducing some of our presenters or contributors, we like to call them. And beyond that, it's really about just networking together. A huge part of 11/11 Unified and some of our live stream aspects is that there is a chat. We get to network and we get to actually save the chat and we get to email each other and we get to learn what everybody is doing out in the world, right? And so the more that we connect and the more that our community interweaves together, the more we create that 11/11 Unified network. So Brielle, yes, exactly. I was going to ask you if you could put up that bit.ly there. There's the Unification Celebration on 10/10. We also have so many other ways that you can communicate with us. So we have a Facebook community page. It's a group page. It's called the Facebook group page 11/11 Unified Community Network. And you can find that URL in the comments as well. And this is an ongoing network that happens throughout the year. We also have an event page for this year, the 11/11 Unified Virtual Experience. And that event page is found on Facebook as well. And we can put that URL as well in the comments. Brielle, I know that you wanted to announce your promotion, right? You're now marketing director of 11/11 Unified. You're also a board member of TransDimensional Elimination, which we have not mentioned yet. So TransDimensional Elimination, God bless my beautiful brother, Joyous Heart, who basically gifted us this nonprofit. It's been sitting dormant for about 30 years. It is a Gemini. It was birthed in June, and which I have been as well. And TransDimensional Elimination is a 501c3, so it is a nonprofit. And the charter was educating people on their multidimensionality. And this year, we shifted the charter to co-creating multi-dimensional experiences for our awakening. And so 11/11 Unified is a project of our nonprofit. So anytime that you're purchasing Portal Pass, you're actually donating to a nonprofit. And beyond that, we have actually committed a portion of our proceeds or a portion of our profits this year will go to Dr. Emoto's Peace Project. Machiko Hayashi actually has a little video on our Hey Summit platform explaining Dr. Emoto's Peace Project, which their mission is to bring 650 million children around the world the book Messages from Water. And I know a lot of you are familiar with it. It was in What the Bleep Do We Know movie. And it was all about the fact that we are 70% water as well as the earth. And so our consciousness affects the water in our body. And when we operate from a place of love and gratitude, it creates this beautiful crystallized version of water, the molecule of water. And anything that's beyond that and not in the positive vibration is actually in dissonance or incoherence. And so when we're talking about co-creating coherence, we're talking about coherence in our field of water as well. And so we're really excited to be able to donate some of our profits to Dr. Emoto's Peace Project and bringing these beautiful books to the children of the world in the hopes that it will bring peace in their heart and they have a better understanding of how to operate in their life when they know that when we program water with love and gratitude, we come from a very crystalline, sacred, geometric, unified, synchronistic alignment with our life and our purpose and our mission.
I'm so excited that we're able to contribute to that project for this year. And that's been a huge part of my journey with my own personal wellness is recognizing the magic of water. And so here's to
programming it
with love. And I like to say, I love you. I love
Rainbow
you.
shield, rainbow shield, chakra energy. I love you. I love you.
Yes. So good.
Oh, yeah. And the Egyptian codes.
Absolutely. It's important to take that time to hydrate the body and nourish the body and the mind. And I really appreciate that. You know, it's interesting. One of our new team members, Sammy, she facilitated a cacao ceremony and somebody brought up the Dr. Emoto in the cacao ceremony. And this was actually before she joined our team. And so this is another, like one of these little synchronicities, right? And it's how you know you're on the right path, right? How do you know you're an 1111er? It's you just have these magical experiences that make you aware of how interconnected everything is and allow you to feel this resonance of, okay, yep, this is happening for a reason. This is the reason, and how it's all just coming back around, right? It's that double Taurus energy of interconnectivity and magic and power. So I'm so excited to see what's to come from 1111 Unified now in this year and many years to come. I'm so blessed to be promoted to a board member of TransDimensional Elimination. I've been feeling I felt connected to the nonprofit from the moment you shared with me the name. And like I mentioned before, I feel like I've actually been doing the work of this education of multidimensionality and creating multidimensional experiences for my entire life, right? And so this brings up this important secondary space that I think is a great way to end. It's this idea that when you're living in divine alignment with your life purpose, you don't, it's like you don't have to try. It's like life brings you to the next thing. And there's no question of, is this what I'm supposed to do next? Is this what the next step is for me? And no matter how much life can throw us off and out of whack and challenge us, think about the state of the world right now and how much dissonance we're all having to undergo on a daily basis. But there's something really special about being able to even stand with the chaos around and the chaos within, even at times, and to still know that you are on the right path and that you are completely the right person for the job, right? And that there's actually no one else on the planet that I think could possibly be here now in my shoes, because it's the gift that I was given of this life journey and this life path. And so I wish that for all the people that join us, I wish that for the whole, everyone on the planet and all living creatures and beings, to know that you matter and that you are here for a reason, and that you're exactly where you're meant to be and you're right on time, and so that's something that I feel blessed to really feel in my heart and to know in my heart. And I knew that from the moment we met and had our first conversation with the full body truth bumps all down my body. And I think it's something that's important to keep coming back to.
Yeah, of course,
and reminding ourselves of today and every day. What a joy it is to live this life and to live this path. So thank you. And so much gratitude to you for being my soul family on this journey. And for my starry family, as you like to call it. I love that too.
I do like to say that. Yeah, our starry family, our sisters, right? We're all a part of the stars. We're all a part of the universe. And merging all of our timelines, all of our past lives, all of our everything into this present here and now, and co-creating coherence together. That is truly what I'm here to do. That's what you're here to do. It's what my family is here to do. And so I just want to presence the fact, too, that 1111 Unified's mission and vision is not only to be a part of people's awakening path, but to co-create a network together. And so in this moment, I just want to claim and bring in and invite in our collaborators, our network partners, our co-creators, our contributors. Our applications are still live on our website, 1111unified.com. And there you can find all of the applications where you can join this mission, you can join this vision. And even if you don't get invited into this year, we are still inviting collaborations for years to come. And so please just go on the website, check out which application applies to you, and apply now. And then we know where we can align together. I also want to presence the fact that my beautiful husband, Andrew, and partner in life, thank you, Andrew, for believing in this vision and this mission and being able to fund this and to be in an abundant and prosperous place. And we're also inviting in more. We're inviting in those sponsors. We're inviting in those partners, the people who are willing to step up and say, yes, pick me. I want to be a part of this mission. I want to be a part of this vision. I want to contribute in some way, whether it's financially, whether it's through aligned products, whether it's through just trading time, hour for hour, whether it's just an energy exchange in general. One of our whole core values is reciprocity. It is the divine matrix of giving and receiving and giving. And so in this moment, I just want to thank you publicly, Brielle, for stepping up to the plate and being like, yes, I'm willing to play this game. I'm willing to be on the court of my life, as Landmark Forum likes to say. I'm in the court. I'm not just sitting in the audience anymore. I'm actually on the court of life. I'm playing, I'm in action, I'm on purpose, I'm on fire. And I just so appreciate you stepping up to the plate in that way.
One of my favorite mottos is get up, show up, and never give up. And I truly believe that those that are here living for something, living for their mission, living for their calling, and in alignment with their soul purpose, have a heightened ability to really make real change on the planet. And I will say that I didn't just stumble here. It was it was a really challenging, many dark nights of the soul, many challenging like total burn down of my whole last reality so I could arise the phoenix type of moments over the course of my life.
Yes, your
that
house
got
burned
me
down.
there. Like my house literally burned down. Like my whole, and what did I learn from that, right? I learned that life is not about things, right? Because when everything is burned away and you're left with the shirt on your back, hopefully, you realize that life is not about the material things. It's about the journey, and it's about the community, the relationships that you've developed, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with the people around you, your relationship with your family and your soul family and your family, your friends that you feel like your family. And so that's really what I love about 1111 Unified, is that it's a community of people that are coming together because they know their mission, want to be in the court, they're in the game of living their mission and their vision. And I'd say that was like, who are we looking for in terms of like who are these people that are presenting? I'd say that the people that are coming together to present are people who are living their dream and living living in alignment with their mission and their vision. And it's okay if that evolves over time, because for many of us it does. But what matters is that you show up. Show up for yourself, and you show up for the planet, and you show up for each other. And so for those of you who are interested in learning a little bit more about me, getting to know me, or connecting me, please follow me. You can follow me on Instagram, Manifestation Media, and Butterfly Brielle. And you can also visit my website, manifestationmedia.com. I love to do blog posts and to blog about the different events. And I've got hundreds of posts over the last decade now of my career, of many different types of events and experiences I've contributed to, and productions that I've contributed to. I went to school for entertainment and events management, and I minored in sales and marketing. And I had no idea when I graduated where my journey would take me, but it's been one of the most rewarding and gratifying things of my entire life. And I truly feel that I'm in this really special pinnacle part of my career.
You are.
I've helped build many different nonprofits and contributed to many different nonprofits, but TransDimensional Elimination is the first nonprofit I've actually been a board member of. And so I do feel a strong sense of stepping into my purpose with this organization, and I feel like this is what I was meant to do. And so I look forward to seeing how the rest of this journey of life unfolds. I think we're in it. We're in it for the long haul.
We're in it to win it, sister.
We're in it to win it. Well, that's the thing. We've already won. We've already won. That's being unified. To me, it's this mentality of we've already won. And that's one of my favorite manifestation tools is write it as if it's already here. You want that $1 million. You want that horse to ride off into the sunset of your dreams. You write, I'm so grateful to have the horse. I'm so grateful to have the $1 million. And you claim that as now. And with that, I will leave the final closing remarks to the mother of 1111 Unified. Thank you so much, Anistara, for the opportunity and for showing up in this lifetime.
Thank you. And I'm so grateful that we connected. And I know this is not our first lifetime together. So I'm just sitting in the gratitude of being able to discover and rejourney together. The JOYerny of life is the destination, as our beautiful friend Michaela Miracula says. She's one of our presenters this year. So I just want to thank all of you for just taking a moment, sitting with us. Thank you, Summer and John, for sending that sine wave out. Let's do this together. We are a global tribe. We are one race. We are the human race. And it is time to unify together. We are unified, claiming that in this present here and now. And I look forward to co-creating coherence with all of you and bringing about the emergence of a unified alliance. We are truly building our future Earth vision together. And I am here with you to do it with you as well. So, blessed be, so shall it be. Thank you, universe. Thank you, universe, for being here now And we'll see you very, very soon. Mwah.
See you next time, everyone. Much love.
Yeah.